we are back with another auction. We're going to be taking a look at Mile High. Surprisingly, forgot about this auction, both it ending and also to do a recording recap, and went over to Europe, and this is kind of backlogged to get this done. So we are a little bit behind on this, but there was a lot of sales over $100,000. So had to cover those, especially on the vintage baseball side. And we're here once again with Matt's Vintage Vault on Instagram, and we'll cover some of these top sales.
Yeah, there's a decent variety. You got a bunch of different sports sort of at the top level. So definitely, not just 52 mantles and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different sports. So definitely have some stuff here that there are some items I can see that we have never chatted about in an auction. So that'll be kind of cool.
So let's start off with the card itself, the face of this auction, which was a 1997 PMG Michael Jordan. If you guys watch the channel, I don't collect anything with basketball, really. I only have one card, which is a Dwight Howard rookie auto I pulled as a kid. But yeah, wrong year, right? 1 year earlier, I could have pulled LeBron at that hype. But we have a 5 over here. And this one is numbered 67 out of 100. $300,000. Man, Michael Jordan collectors have some deep pockets.
It's actually not. I mean, this is a card that a lot of chipping, a lot of issues with the border and stuff like that. Considering it's a 5 is actually not that bad. Like, I assume that played a role. I mean, this is a card that's expensive in general, but it's actually the eye appeal for a 5. I've seen quite a bit of these. Is not bad. Like, it's actually it probably technically is a 5, but eye appeal wise is actually not that bad. I'm not mad at it or anything like that. It's actually not a bad 5.
Yeah, and I can't remember what the numbering. It's like what the first 10 that are green, or it's the last 10 that are green. So there's
first
90 that are red.
Next 90 are red. This one 5. There's a chip up at the top missing. The edges have a little chipping, but it's really not that bad.
No. So congrats to that consigner that got the 300,000 on that. Up next, Christy Mathewson, white cap. There's 2 different cap colors on this. And actually, I put lowest lot number, not highest price. So we'll go back to that a little bit later. We have a 68 mantle and a 10. It sold for $235,000. Check this out. And it's a new label. New label. That shocked me. I don't like the 68 design. I'm just going to say that. This design, it's always tough also online to see the condition of it, just because of like this checkered stuff. So sometimes when you buy these cards online, you think it looks nice and it looks really bad. It's just one of those that it's hard with pictures online. But
yeah, I think it's a fine 10. I do. I think it's fine.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Like, you can't see stuff on the back and things like that. Can you not zoom in on the back picture? Interesting.
I don't know what the pop 11
is. It pop 11? Yeah, 11 have merged with top mountain. So 235,000. One of the last mantle cards. And
somebody's set got an upgrade.
Yes, there you go. Or either the mantle full tops run or the 68 registry. But I think if you're going after 68s, right, we have to look at this Hank Aaron, also in a 10. I guess it was just those first few cards that you could zoom in, and I can't zoom in on this one also, but old cert 218. How many of these over here? 5.
5. Yeah.
No, there you go.
Actually, not a bad. I mean, it's an old label 10. Could be kind of an open C there when you look at the old label ones, but it's not bad. I think it's fine.
Then another 10, pop 1, Jim Brown. I kind of like this card. You have the classic car in the background over here. Jim Brown standing in front of it, or not sitting, but sitting in front of it.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's such a funny setup that they did for all these Browns players. It's a 10. I mean, it's an old label 10. It's fine.
And $117,000.
Yeah, only one at that grade. This is a set that people do actually do. You can get this set in pretty high grades, but somebody upgraded their set here on the registry. I can tell you that. This is a registry buy, considering it's a very competitive top of the registry for the Philadelphias.
Or the Jim Brown registry too.
Yeah.
They're both competing at it. Then, I'm curious what this Wilt did compared to the REA one. We have an 8.5 also over here, 77,000. It looks like it's probably in the same range.
It is, yeah. I think it's right around the same. I'm looking at this 8.5. I like it. It looks fine with me.
I'm
I don't
actually
know what the other one sold for.
Let's see. Because we literally just recorded this, I could not, like 30 minutes ago. So, shocker, guys.
That was a new label. The one in REA is a new label.
I can't spell his name apparently. 63 compared to 77. But I don't think this includes the buyer's premium because it's not added on yet.
No, it does. That's buyer's premium included. Yeah.
So 15,000 more on this one right here.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the back, no, it's still, this has a bigger space gap on here too.
Yeah. It probably depends on when these two ended. People didn't win the other one, came over here to fight for this one.
Yeah, this was the first ending one, and then REA was after. So,
yeah.
Bobby Orr 8.5. No, this card's super expensive. Oh, this is the test issue one.
Yeah,
I didn't even see the test. I think it's the white stripe over here that determines it's a test issue, which I didn't even realize at first. But
yeah, I can't remember.
I saw one of these in person though. I was at I was in Wisconsin for a card show. It was at a indoor pool, but I can't remember what that park was called. Super nice hotel in the area. But new label 8.5, Bobby Orr rookie, classic. Nolan Ryan rookie and a 9, 64,000. Bench 10, 64,000. Actually, the same exact final price. Look at that. 02840. 02840. Has to be the same guy that probably bought those, just threw both of those on there.
Would you rather have the bench 10 or the Nolan 9?
Ooh.
Well, you're biased.
How am I biased?
Nolan Ryan Nolan. You're definitely biased on that. 1,000% you're biased on it.
Well, I want the Nolan Ryan Venny one day, but I don't want the 68s. I don't like the design of the 68s still, but I mean I wouldn't pass up a 9 if I had that opportunity.
Would you, if you bought either of these, would you fly a PSA 8 rep out and have it signed in person and see if you can get a 9 again or a 10?
Well, seeing that I haven't met Nolan Ryan yet, I'd love to meet him. So that would be kind of cool to throw that in there. But based off of that whole Jordan situation that just recently happened where PSA rep was flown out to get those, it was 15 or 20 Jordan cards that were signed.
Both of these guys signed quite a bit. You could fly a PSA rep out.
Well, Nolan Ryan signs through his foundation. He doesn't go to card shows.
Yeah, you go through the foundation. Bench signs at shows. You could take that 10, see if you can get a 10-10.
And you probably don't get upcharged on that bench, right? Like, I mean, for the grading perspective, you will, but from the perspective of at a card show, I think it's a fixed cost.
And if I had an opportunity to get a 10-10, I don't care what I'm paying in upcharge or anything like that. That 10-10 would be a ridiculous card.
It would. I wonder if the other guy on the Johnny bench is still alive. I know Nolan Ryan. I think Kuzman's also alive. So
I think Ron Tompkins is alive.
That would be
it. If he signs. Give me a second. Let me see if he signs.
Hey, everyone signs for the right price, right?
Is it P? Is there a P? Yeah.
I think there is.
No, he is dead.
Oh.
That is a fucking bummer.
When did he pass away?
It's got to be recent. Yeah, 2023.
Really? Man. That window has sailed.
Damn, that sucks. God, that sucks.
Moving on, another 68. This is just someone had to break up a very high 68 set, but a Clemente and a 10 at $50,000.
Yeah, I think they mentioned in the auction notes that they broke up. I don't think it was a complete set. I think it was just like all these 10s. They had like all these 10s in their collection. They broke them up. $50K for that one.
And the Willie Mays 10 sold for $44. It's interesting though. I mean, they're such Clemente and Mays are so close in prices, and then you just have that huge gap into Mantle and Aaron. I wonder if these cards are a lot more common in tens, or just that fan base.
Bro, I think Mantle's just a different.
Oh, he always is. So there's only 5 Clementes, which is surprising because a lot of Clemente collectors really pay up. How many mazes are there? 13 mazes. So there's a lot more mazes out there than Clemente. Clemente seems cheap at 50,000 comparative for only 5 tens.
Yeah.
And we have a Pete Rose in a 10 sold for 33. How many roses are there? 11.
It's higher than I thought, to be honest. I
really
actually do. I know you hate this set. I actually like that Pete Rose card.
I just don't like the set, man. I don't like the 68s.
I think the image of him in the 68 set's pretty nice.
All the spring training backgrounds. Let's keep going through. Jackie, 6'5", 33. Bench, 70. Wow, the 70 outsold the 69. Has to be rare, right? There's a guy on Twitter that owns this bench in a 10 also.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Oh, 4 of the 70?
Yep.
There's has to be a lot more 69s. How many are there?
They didn't even note. Oh, there's 8.
There's 8. I'm shocked the 69 sold less than the 70 though.
Yeah.
I love this card though. I'd much rather have this than the rookie. I love
that card, man. I have it. I love that card.
Well, you don't have the 10, but you do have it.
No, I don't have the 10. I have a low grade one I bought at the National in who knows what year for like $10.
You know what I missed though? I sold it to get my upgraded Romley, but I had this in an OPG. I love that card, but when you upgrade, you have to sell some stuff. So I sold that as.
Hey, I'm going through that process right now. I know all about parting with cards you don't want to.
Oh, I know. I still got to part with more cards soon for a few auctions that are going to be ending soon. But
yeah,
it's a tough one, man. But that's a sweet 10. And then we have a 9 on the 71 bench. I wonder if this is the same consigner that just consigned all these benches and high grades of everything else.
Yeah.
Great one. New label too. All right, let's keep going through. 73 Pete Rose in a 10, followed by a 71 Rose in a 9. I'd rather have the 71 and a 9 over the 73 and a 10. I don't like that design, but I do like this bench in a 10. I love that design for the bench where he's going to catch the fly ball.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Running right into the dugout. I don't know what it is about bench cards sometimes, but some of the earlier ones are so sweet. Like,
yeah, they have great. The 73 set in general is great images. That's a nice set.
I think though is a big swing and the miss with the triple rookie on the Schmidt though. I don't like that one.
I think every rookie, and that's
Well, yeah, I know they did. I know it was super common for Topps to do that, throw all the rookies together. But I wish Schmidt had a full size card like this.
I know.
I think it would go for a lot more than those triples.
Fisk. Carlton Fisk is a triple. He's in that set.
Well, he's not 73.
He's 72, right?
Yeah. 72. I think Schmidt's the only big rookie though in 73. There's some semi.
Yeah, he's the only big one.
Let's keep going through. Ooh, type 1 photo. Cobb, Speaker, Johnson, Walsh. American League All-Star team. Look at that.
It's a nice photo.
I just wish they rotated it because now I got to look at it like this.
I hate that they do that. I hate that they put them sideways.
It's a very vivid image also. Great color. Harry Lord Estate. 20K. DeLong, Lou Gehrig, a 5.
Very popular card, man. One of the best. It's beautiful.
And he said in multiple videos, but imagine all the cards that DeLong / Gotti could have made if they worked together.
I know.
Instead of the horrible last Gotti years. The 41s.
The 38s.
No, the 41s are the worst. Have you seen the 41s?
Yeah, I've seen them.
For people not watching, for people that don't know, check this out. 1941 Gotti. You probably don't even know those exist. Look at how bad these look.
Don't show me.
They don't even have backs. Like, look at how bad that is. They come in 4 colors, but like that is just such an ugly design. Oh, look at that article that I wrote like years ago.
Oh, look at you up there. 41.
Look at that Mill Lot.
I hate that sub.
I mean, I know 38s are controversial, but 41 is easily the worst year of Gaudi.
Yeah.
Easily. Like, these are so ugly. So ugly. Plain backs too. Nothing there. They got lazy with the war. And rest in peace, Gaudi Company. All right, let's keep going through. Johnny Padres. PSA 10, 18. Parkhurst, Gordie Howe in a 6. 19 over there. This is one we were talking about. But 2 different colored caps on the Christy Mathewson. I believe, if I remember correctly, white is rare. I can't remember.
I don't remember. I can't keep track. No,
it's so hard. It's you can't memorize everything with this hobby. There's just so much out there. I mean, if you focused on one specialty, like if you just focused on like the T206 set, sure. But when you branch out and you go into everything, as long as you have general knowledge, like, oh, I know there's 2 caps. I'm going to look up which cap goes for more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's super nice in an 8. Bill Russell, 6'5", 15K. Basketball, an open box, 1981, 14.
That's the hunt for the big dog. Bird or Magic.
The triple that you can get signed.
Yeah, triple that you can get signed, but they all.
Is there a 10-10 on that card? Like
yeah.
the 10 triple auto,
all
10.
3 of those people, they sign like fucking maniacs.
Well, no, I'm saying though, is there a triple though? Like with the triple 10 auto, the triple, and then the 10 for the card.
Yeah, I guarantee you that exists, dude. All 3 of them signed so much, and but now they all upcharge for it. Now they all upcharge so much for that. Completing that card used to actually be pretty fun.
Now it's a pain.
Now it's a joke, man. They charge so much for that card. Even Dr. J, he's not even a rookie in that card. He charges a ton.
There's 41 pages for this auction, so there's no way I go through it all, or we go through it all. This card actually kind of sold cheaper. This is always a classic in the 68, the Killebrew Mays Mantle 500 Home Run Club.
I love that card. I absolutely. You hate this set, but man, I love that card.
I do kind of like this card with the triple on there of these guys. I will say that. Anytime I've gotten this card, it's been so liquid. I've been able to sell it really fast.
I've seen it triple signed. I've seen it before.
And they go for a pretty penny too.
Yeah. Bro.
Oh, there's actually 24 of these to get 10s. That's the reason why it went so low. I didn't realize there's 24. I would have never guessed that.
You can buy the 9s of that card for like under a K.
I don't think they're under a K for a 9.
Dude, I think they are.
Look it up. There's no way it's under a K for a 9.
Right on that. Pretty sure I've tried to buy it. What number is that?
Oh, it's I just missed it. Hold on. It's in the previous page. It is $490. I want to say a 9's like 3 or 4K. Oh
no, you're right.
3 or 4K?
Oh no, it's 1,600.
Okay, well I was. We're both wrong. If Price is Right rules, I would have lost. But
dude, and there's one sold for 1,200. It's an old label. What do you think the triple signed version of that sells for?
Well, I mean that's a loaded question based on the signatures. But
let's say all 3 are signed bright blue.
Your favorite, the bright Sharpie. Okay. Let me try to think of this real quick. It was Mantle, Mays, and Killebrew, right?
Yep. Actually, you know what? This is gonna be a tough question because they're all over the place.
I was gonna guess $8,000.
Triple signed bright blue sold for $20,000. Triple signed in not. I mean, the autos still look nice, but not nearly as clean. Sold for $7,000. Oh, Sports Card Pete sold that $7,000.
I was close when I said 8 on that one.
There's another triple blue that sold for $15,000 by Signed Rookies. I think he's on Instagram. Yeah,
they're all over. Yeah,
it's a nice card, man.
E98 Wagner has to be one of the Black Forest, I'd assume, or not Black Forest, the Black Swamp, $11,000. Let's see what else here just sticks out really quick. And then I'm
Are
gonna
you
see
on
if
the next page?
they have. Yeah, I'm on the next page now. I want to see if they have a mic in blue variation. Maybe you want to talk about the blue variation, but that seems cheap.
Blue variant. Pull that up. Let me see that.
7,300. The background's different. It's usually one color.
See, I didn't think there was the blue variation. I'm gonna get
That's what it says.
Instagram for this.
Released
I thought
before
there
the
was
red
line variation.
The blue
Yeah.
variation.
Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Release. Okay. I thought it was called the red line. Yeah. No red. Yeah. That. Okay. That's what I thought. What that sell for?
75. Yeah. For a 5, that seems cheap, right?
It's the all-time highest sale without the red ink.
Never mind.
No, it's all.
What do normal 5s go for though?
Normal 5s? Oh, low. Relative. I mean, that card's so expensive now, but normal 5 was this SGC?
Yeah.
It sold for 7,500.
No, last 5 also.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Right on the dot. So no premium for that. Let's keep going through. Robin Roberts in an 8 for 52 tops, 6,900. Wow, I like this one a lot.
You're gonna see a Mantle 51 Bowman that you absolutely hate. I don't know if you already passed by it. You are gonna be so disgusted. There you go.
This one right here, the 6MC.
Check out that bad boy.
I wanted to let's have something positive right now before we jump into that one. But I wanted to see the 58 Hires root beer with the tabs over here.
Yeah, you guys slab those up, man. Those look great in an SGC like black tux. These are beautiful.
Yeah, full set 6,600. I don't know what the individuals go for on here, but it's all 66 cards too on here.
I love the way those look in a tuxedo. They look amazing.
I think this was a steal at 6,600 for full set. I know
how many cards are in it?
66.
Oh, paid like $100 a card.
Yeah, and you have the Aaron in there and the Maze, the Newcomb, Dobie. I've owned the Dobie, but not the full thing. Reese, Snyder. I've owned Snyder, but not the full thing. Looking good. Oh boy. Grading standards are the same though. That's what they say.
Yeah, remember the grading standards today. There's no difference.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, this is gonna get a 4 today if I send this in.
This one sat at a beach for 10 years.
You know what? Actually, the funny thing is, you sometimes see that at the old flea markets in Florida. People would just have some of the cards out, and they would.
I was gonna say the same thing. I've seen it at flea markets here, man. You'll see cards they've been sitting out there on the table so long.
That's what happens when you're double priced on stuff. This Mantle is probably like triple Beckett value for a while, and no one bought it, and it just
sat out there for so long. He literally ruined the value.
Whatever the old Beckett value is on this one, but throwing back in the old days.
Yeah, but this would definitely get a 4 today.
Yeah, this is like impeccable, like such a great card. I'll tell you that one. Yeah, at least the back's somewhat centered.
Back looks great. Yeah, honestly.
I mean, if you just want to show people the back of a Mantle and say you own a Mantle, and like nothing wrong with that.
What do you think this would grade today? 2?
2.
Go with a 2.
If a grader has a nice day, maybe a 2.5. I think.
Hey, it's sold when you scroll down. It sold for the exact same price as a 2.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? You're gonna laugh at this. Someone probably bought this for their 51 set registry, and they got a bump.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because that's registry wise counts. This registry wise counts as a 4, which is the funniest thing.
This is a registry card.
It's you know what the other thing that's funny too is like I was listening to a few YouTube videos recently, and they're talking about how like the PSA guarantee with like people are questioning it with all the Kurt's Card Care stuff and how what's going to happen in the future, and they're saying, oh well, cards might be lower grade in the future. I mean, this is so evident with vintage cards. There's so many, and it's not just PSA, it's every company, but like the old stuff in the past is way overgraded. Not everything, granted, maybe 10 or 20% of the cards, but they're never going to go back and say, well, we overgraded this card. We're going to compensate you.
Dude, and I posted about this probably like a year ago, where like, think about it, like it has to happen, because like imagine you're a grading company, seen 100 examples of a card. Like you're going to grade those on some sort of bell curve or like whatever. Now imagine you've seen 1,000 examples of that card. Like your curve is going to move based on the fact that you have just seen more. You've just seen more data. That is the strongest argument you could make, that like they have some idea of like how many copies they've seen at that time, and they grade based on how many copies they've seen. That grew over time, and so now you have a new representation of what it means to be each of those numbers.
But what I will also say on there, that's the assumption that the graders take a look at other examples and they have some type of data to look at that, and it's not given to a grader. They look at it for 3 seconds, give it a grade, and move on, which I've heard some people do, but that's
well, they have. I mean, if you looked at a card 100 times and you laid it out and like said it was this, and then you looked at, a card, the same card 1,000 times, like you're gonna have different opinions on like what it looks like. Like it just.
Well, I think even just having two graders look at a card, you're going to have different opinions in general. Yeah. I think even looking at a card earlier in the day and later in the day, you're going to have a different opinion on the grade. Like just inherently, I know tags out there trying to do their stuff right now with their algorithms and stuff like that. And there's still a human element there, unless they got rid of it. I haven't been paying attention to grading news, but I mean, all the grading companies use humans. There's going to be variances based off of everything you look at. No one's a perfect grader. I mean, I'm sure graders have graded cards that like later on the day, I probably graded that too low, or I graded this too high. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going through a little bit more. LOA game use jersey that's signed, 6,800. So if there's anything else. I'm going to go through the third page, and then I'm going to look at any non-sports or basketball so we can take a look at some more stuff. I'll look at that 48 Bowman group of 82 cards with many Hall of Famers, $6,000 or 5,600.
I saw this. They're old slabs, but they're honestly not bad. I don't really mind them too much. I wish they would have graded all these cards, but it's loaded with Hall of Famers. I mean,
do you think that's a good deal?
They have Jim Pollard.
Are the high number short prints in the 48 Bowman basketball? Kind of like how they do have some short prints for.
Oh, I wish you hadn't asked me that. I don't know. Not all of the high numbers.
Yeah, football is weird. I think football is like there's a pattern associated with it.
Yeah, there's a pattern. Yeah, there's some there. I don't remember what the pattern is, but there is one. There's nice players in this. There's a bunch of nice players. Andy Phillips, I see. Two Davies, Jim Pollard, Joe Fultz, Carl Braun.
$70 a card. Do you think that's a deal?
Yeah, that's a fine price. They honestly should grade those ungraded ones that are on the front there. They should grade those. They actually look really nice. Centering on them is actually really good.
And good color.
This is actually this is a good buy. I like it.
Let's see if there's anything else here. And then O-Pee-Chee vending lot. That's pretty sick. Hires root beer. Look, Willie Mays and an 8 sold for $5,000. I mean, I think that Hires 66 to get all 66 was such a steal.
Yeah.
Such a steal. Like, I know this is an 8, but still for what was it, 6,000 or 7,000 it was?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But that was
and I think the grade with those, in my opinion, is a little bit less relevant.
Such a deal. All right, let's take a look and see if there's any non-sports in here so I can be mad at myself for not paying attention. 23 non-sports. We'll look at one golf, one boxing. There's also an entertainment section in presidential. Let's see if there's soccer. There's basketball, and we'll also load up football for you. I know it's like a very baseball focused. All right, so non-sports wise, this is a boxing set, so I'm not sure why that's a non-sports, and this is the boxing that shows. No, this is non-sports. That's boxing. Okay. Another boxing set should not be in there. This is another boxing set, should not be in there. Target Moon, I mean, it has a Sputnik card. Honestly, I'm not mad I missed the non-sports stuff. Nothing really I collect. Golf-wise, Bobby Jones in a 6. 32. I didn't realize the 6 is 3,200. I just picked up one of these raw all over the UK. I'm hoping it gets a pretty good grade. I'd love to have a 6. But you will find a lot of these in high grades, like 8s, 9, or not 9s, but a lot of 7s and 8s out there too. It's not the toughest card to find, but obviously one of the best out there. Let's see. Oh, to do this unboxing also. Nothing there. Entertainment wise, not. Oh, Van Halen. That's pretty cool. No bids. Sammy Hagar, Van Hagar over there. Presidential, Harry Truman signed baseball, $8,800.
Oh,
that's kind of cool. Soccer, nothing there. Basketball, let's see if there's anything else for you to cover on basketball wise.
That's signed basketball. The signed
Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics one was the one I was looking at. That Jordan auto, although not the best, is that is sort of like a 1984-ish dated autograph, so that's kind of cool. The price is fine, $2,800. It took a little bit of dip because the MJ auto is not that great, but you got a bunch of other people on there.
They also have Patrick Ewing and Chris Mullin on there, I think it said.
Yeah, it's got. I can't tell who the one. I can't tell whose autograph that is.
We'll see right here. Look, Hall of Fame Michael Jordan, Mullin, and Knight is on there. There you go.
Yeah, that price is actually not that bad.
Do you get your auto sign
okay. It is actually like an 84. This was probably actually signed at some sort of event around that time frame because that is his autograph around that time. I think that price is fine. I like it.
He's still alive. You could add that autograph there, add a little bit more value.
Who's live viewing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you can throw that there. And then football-wise, let's see if there's anything else. Mean Joe Green, 71, and a 9 sold for 83. But those are so tough with the colored borders. Same with the Gil Sayers and a 9 colored borders.
Anything else there? I don't see anything else on that. Jim Brown and a 5.
There's your Jim Brown that you picked up. What do you have, a 7.5 or 8?
No, I have an 8. You were there for that. I have the 8.
There's another 8 there, 1034.
Yeah, my 8's nicer than that. I did pay a little bit more than 1,000. I think I paid, I don't remember, 1,200 or something.
So I think that, yeah, I couldn't remember if you had an 8.5 or an 8.
No, I have an 8, but it's also PWCC. I appealed.
Yeah, this has a little fading, it looks like.
Yeah, centering's and this is a card that's usually centered like really well, all things considered. So like centering isn't like one of those wild things with this card. Yeah, it's fine. It's a fine 8.
And then yeah, I think that's it for this auction. And again, like the other videos, brand new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want anything, make sure to hit us up either in the comment section or on social media so we can see what you purchased or even consigned from this auction house. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will catch you in another video.
Yep.